Good afternoon. Oh, I think that's loud enough. I'm Dr. Ian McLean, Radiology at the clinics. I want to welcome everybody today. Palmer College thanks you for joining us in your induction ceremony. This ceremony signifies the hard work and dedication our students have done during their pre-chiropractic and chiropractic academic coursework. Today we welcome you to the clinical education portion of your time here at Palmer. Your mentors are here today to welcome you to the clinics. Say hi to your new faculty over there. Mentors, please stand and let you know who you are. Perfect, thank you. Thank you. These doctors of chiropractic are here to guide you through your clinical education and to prepare you for your future in our profession. We look so forward to watching you progress. Faculty, you are seated. Thank you. It is my honor to welcome you here to the podium Dr. Dave Jering, Palmer's Director of Rehab and Sports Injury. Listen to him. He has lots of good stories to tell you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Good stories, right. Well, I want to thank you all for coming. This is a wonderful event. I get to talk to my fellow clinicians. So before we get started, I want to share with you, as Dr. McLean, some stories. And just to let you know some of my background, I was team leader for the U.S. bobsled organization for a few Olympic Games. And I want to share with you some of my experiences. Hopefully they'll shed some light on you. So I want to start our discussion in the fall of 2001. Now, to give you a little background, the most important season, or the most important part of a season in bobsledding is the season prior to the Olympics. So in the fall of 2001, we were setting up and we were selecting the teams on the World Cup Tour. Very important time of the year because at the end of the World Cup Tour in January were the Olympic trials for the U.S. bobsled organization. So we were gearing up for our teams, our athletes were on their performance programs, and we were all ready to go. Our drivers had picked their crews. To give you a little example, and that is that the driver, you have in the men's program, you have one driver and they have 3 crew. In the women's program, you have 1 driver and 1 crew. But anyways, we were preparing for the season. All the Olympic trials have been laid out. All the USOC, IOC have looked at those Olympic trials. Everyone knew exactly what to expect. So here we are, we're at the end of the season. And that is Olympic trials were coming. So I was to take 6 athletes, their push crew, 24 men. My job was to narrow it down to 8. We had 6 athletes, drivers for the women's program, and their push athletes, we had 12 of them. My job, narrow it down to 4. So the reality is, it was a very tense time. A lot of people, their Olympic dream was in the balance. And here we come to you. Do you remember a long time ago when you moved to the Quad Cities? Maybe it was a tense moment, right? You were giving up a career. You were giving up some money to come here to become a chiropractor. Maybe you uprooted your family, brought your kids here, so mom and dad could study to be a chiropractor. Perhaps you went through some challenges. You went through some challenges to get here to Palmer College, and trust me, I know you've gone through some challenges to sit in those chairs, right? So, you made the cut. You are now on the team. You are all part of the clinic team. So back to the Olympics. So Olympic trials, like I said, my job, I was in charge of specifically making sure that we had the best possible teams going into the Olympics. In the non-Olympic year, I was in charge of being a strength coach, and then I was on sports med. But at the Olympic year, once the Olympic team was picked, I had one goal and one goal only, and that was to focus on the Olympic team. So there was myself, I was a team leader. That was my job. And within the Olympic organization, there were 12 other team leaders from speed skating, figure skating, ice hockey, luge, downhill ski, freestyle, many sports. But anyways, we were all team leaders. We were the ones that were in charge, myself in charge of bobsled. Well, at one of our Olympic summits, we had to meet with the head USOC, or the head US Olympic Committee, and they laid it out to us quite clearly in 2002. My job and my fellow team leaders were to bring medals back to the United States. And the reason they wanted us to do that was twofold, one of which we were going into Salt Lake, and Salt Lake City was our home turf. And no one's going to push us around on our home turf. But secondly, and more importantly, we were recovering from 9/11. And Salt Lake City was our opportunity as a team leader with our teams, specifically to help the U.S. heal from that big wound, to help the U.S. with its morale. My job, bring medals back to the U.S. It was a heavy burden, but that's what we did. 13 of us, we took it quite seriously. You see those doctors over there? Well, they're my teammates, and they'll be your teammates too. They're really team leaders. And when I say team leaders, we may not always think alike, right? Like maybe they're downhill people, maybe they're luge people, maybe they're figure skaters. We may not think alike, but we got one common goal in mind, and that is we're going to take care of patients, and we're going to make sure we do a phenomenal job, and in that process, we're going to help you learn how to do a phenomenal job. My teammates and I are here for you, and that's what we're here to prepare you to do. Well, to make a long story short, U.S. bobsled at the Olympics, we won the first women's gold medal for bobsled, and we broke a 54-year-old record for the men's bobsled with a silver and a bronze in the four-man. As for the United States, the most medals we had ever won was 13. In 2002 at Salt Lake, we did the best we could. We had 34, so we broke the record. Our job, again, to bring medals to the United States. So through the years, I've had the experience to meet a lot of phenomenal athletes, and many of them have made a tremendous impact upon me. One of those athletes was Jill Bakken. She was a 16-year-old. She was a phenomenal athlete, but she had numerous injuries. We were not sure whether she was going to make it through the season, let alone Olympic trials into the Olympics. So there was times where we thought that she would quit. And then there was another individual by the name of Vanetta Flowers. She was also on the women's program. Well, her driver didn't think she was good enough. So Vanetta felt like quitting, and we riled her back up and got her back into another crew. Well, to make a long story short, maybe you're sitting there thinking, man, there was a time where maybe it's time to give this chiropractic thing up, but you persevered. Or maybe somebody doesn't think that you're good enough to be here. Or maybe somebody's saying, you know what, chiropractor, why would you even want to be an MD, right? I don't know how many times I've heard that one. We're chiropractors. You should be proud of that. We're second to nobody. But anyways, getting back to Jill and Vanetta, they were the underdogs, and they basically won the gold medal for the women's program. And they carried the ceremony's flag into the stadium because they were representative of the Olympic ideal. The ideals that you all have, having gotten to this point, sitting in those chairs. There was another individual by the name of Brian Scheimer, 5th Olympics. I mean, that's a great feat, but he had never won a medal, and he was one of our athletes. 5 Olympic Games, this was his 5th. People thought he was mediocre. People thought, you know what, he's too old, he's not going to make it. Maybe somebody said that to you, and that is, you know, I don't know if you've got the skill set to do it. Well, Brian was one of those people that persevered, much like you. On his 4th and final run, he was sitting in 6th place, fairly out of the medals. On his, I don't know where he got it from, but he persevered, he worked hard, fastest run of the meet, won a bronze medal. Now, as I mentioned, these are athletes that have touched me. I've had the opportunity to get to know. Both of these groups have carried flags in at the Olympics. This is now your time to carry the flag of chiropractic to the patients that we see, because now you are the representatives of our profession. So, at the end of the season, we always have a great experience at the Olympics. We get the opportunity to go to the White House. We get to meet dignitaries, senators, even the president. We even got a chance to go to a free concert by Billy Joel. You guys do know who Billy Joel is, right? Yes, no? Maybe we need a little remediation here, Dr. Tooney, on some skill sets here. Well, anyways, we had the opportunity to go to the White House. At the White House, there's all of these historic, there's busts of George Washington, sword from Teddy Roosevelt, all of these historical, monumental aspects, all at the White House. And you know the thing that I remember the most was the cookies. The people that make the cookies at the White House take just as much pride in those cookies as the president takes pride in running the country. And I remember chatting to one of the chefs, and he said, these are the cookies that you get at the White House. These are the cookies that are meant to be the best. See those people over there? There's your chefs. You're the cookies. They're going to share you with the patients, and they're going to share you with our community. So, here we sit, talking about the similarities between what it's like to be in the Olympics and you. You've made it. You're sitting in those chairs. Your experiences will be spectacular. Myself, my friends, my teammates, my team leaders, we're all going to work together and help you. We're going to have a great time doing it. And quite frankly, we're very excited to see what unfolds with what you have coming forward. So, being in clinic, serious business. But I'm up for that challenge, and I can speak for them, they're up for that challenge. And I hope you're up for that challenge too. So with that said, I have three words for you. Are you ready? Good deal. So, all right. We will see you.
Thank you, Dr. Jerry. Your academic time here at Palmer has been a rigorous one. I welcome Academic Dean Dr. Michael Tooney to the podium to address you.
Okay, welcome. First and foremost, welcome and thank you to the family and friends of Class 241. As you go through these first 6 trimesters, there are times where it's tough, and having that support network is so important. And you bring out the best in these students, and There's no doubt that over the next few trimesters through their clinical experiences, they'll be leaning on you as well. So it's not over yet, and we hope to have that support continued. Class 241, this is a change. This is a shift in your journey. And I want you to think about, as you're sitting here today and as you cross this stage, you're ready for clinical care, what matters most and what has mattered most to you. Through these first 6 trimesters, what's mattered most to you has been what's on the exam, being ready for a deadline, what's on the quiz, scoring well, doing what you need to do in the academic setting. After today, what shifts for you is what matters most to that patient that's going to be sitting in front of you. Now, it's not about the exam, it's not about the quiz, it's about what do I need to do with the health of this individual in front of me. Just like during your academic experiences, there will be times where that situation doesn't turn out the way you're hoping. Quiz score doesn't go exactly where you want it to be, an exam score maybe isn't the point that you want. You'll have those interactions. You'll have those patient visits where in the back of your mind you're thinking, I could have done that better. But that's right here where you have your resources, you have your staff doc, they're there to mentor you, they're there to help you. You also have all of your academic faculty that have gotten you this far. We're here to help you. You have clubs, you have each other. Your journey is not over yet. Your journey is just beginning. It's in a different stage. So take advantage of everything that you have available to you and in front of you. And take care of your patients. Good luck. Thank you.
Students are used to me not being able to clip it onto my jacket. It's a daily thing that we do in class. Welcome everybody. It's fun to see you in this setting instead of in the classroom setting. I am Dr. Misty Stick. I am the Associate Dean of Clinics, yet I am also their instructor for their Clinical Methods course. So it's interesting looking out at you guys today because all my back of the room sitters have now moved to the front. And I don't know who to concentrate on because usually you guys are the ones towards the back. So mix it up for me, that's all right. Okay, so we've made it here. You guys are ready. You guys have impressed me throughout the trimester with what you have done so far. We know that we still have some hills to climb. We know we still have some obstacles to overcome, but for the most part, you guys are ready to roll. Everyone's confident, everyone is knowledgeable, and everyone is ready for this experience. So I want to thank Dr. Tuning and all of the faculty that have worked with you thus far. Please know that that faculty group is still with you, but now you've added new mentors into the group. And we're all here and we're all invested in your success. Before we get started with what you're all here for, we have a few procedural items to start with first. So for those of you in the audience, what we're going to do is we're going to start the clinic induction ceremony with the coding portion. The students will be presented by Ms. Amy Lewinhagen, who is our billing director. They will be presented to Ms. Tara Schultz, who is our senior director of clinic operations. They will then enter onto the stage where Dr. Rainier Pavlicek, our faculty senate president, will be assisting the students with the cloaking of their white coat. In the healthcare field, the white coat signifies purity, professionalism, and clinical knowledge. The students will then present at center stage to meet Dr. Juring, who will help them with their badges, and they will take a picture by the college photographer. Students will then exit the stage, where I'll be presenting them with a token of our appreciation for all of their hard work. Ms. Lewinhagen, please present the class 241 for their induction into the clinics.
Timothy Augsburger. Jack Bachelleri. Taylor Barzowski. Drake Bechtel. Hunter Black. Madeline Keisha Blunk. Carly Borsa. Joshua Bowman. Nicholas Breitzman. Oliver Brockman. Gabriel Brown. Megan Burtis. Eric Bush. Chin Shu Cho. Cheyenne Cobb. John Damrow. Matthew DiBenedetto. Josiah DeLorem. Davino DeWitt. Nicholas DePretis. Austin Dreamer. Jordan Drugmiller. Jessica Ellsworth. Allie Fennell. Mariah Fillenworth. Logan Flannery. Tara Folsom. Alexander Gleasier. Anna Marie Glenn. Kathleen Gosson. Jordan Halupka. Julia Harris. Taylor Hart. Dylan Hearns. Biani Hernandez. Andrew Holsley. Marissa Call. Mitchell Kramer. Lena Larson. Lucy Lilly. Paul Lombardo. Lauren Liebert. Clara McKinnon. Maximilian Metler. Dylan Michael. Stephen Miller. Stephen Murphy. Brody Myers. Sydney Olmstead. Joe Pete. Madeline Peters. Alyssa Peterson. Francesca Pettinato. Abby Pfaffenbach. Tevin Pham. Nicholas Pruitt. Anna Reno. Tyler Reichert. Bailey Rodzinski. Lindsay Seahide. Austin Schrader. Alexander Smith. Hayden Stagno. Madison Stewart. Anithan Thervon. David Tokic. Darian Torsney. Link Tucker. Charles Vanderwall. Mackenzie Velauci. Kylie Bibbert. Corey Whalen. Kira Weimers. Megan Weiss. Kilbo Yun. Kyle Zajac. Kyle Zapiri.
Looks good with white coats, guys. All right. I'd like to thank the students' families and friends for being here on this important day. I know you've all supported our students, whether it was with a phone call, a visit, or a check or two. They always appreciate hearing from you and that support that we know that you give them and that we rely on you for. As the ceremony concludes, there's a cake reception for everyone downstairs, one floor in the Gothic room where you entered today. Students, I ask that you stay seated for the college photographer to take a group picture. All pictures and a recording of the ceremony will be posted and are free to use. When the class photo is complete, then students, please go join your family and friends for the cake reception. Additionally, there will be assistants placed around downstairs to help out with photo opportunities for you and your family. Before we take your picture, class 241, please stand and present yourself to the assembly. Guests, thank you so much for coming. And you may make your way down to the cake reception, and your student will meet you down there when they're done with their class photo. Thank you. All right, students, you guys can take the first 4 rows of chairs and push them back. Wait for people to get up first.